Hello there, welcome to our channel. Today, I'm going to teach you the first thing first on SketchUp. Let us learn SketchUp the right way. Let's get started. In starting your SketchUp, it is very essential to start it with 2D or plan view method. To do that, go to More Templates here and then select on the following what you want to use. If you are a English system user, you use plan view inches. But if you are a metric system user, you will use plan view millimeters or plan view meters. Since I am a metric system user, I will choose plan view millimeters. If you have opened already your SketchUp and you are not yet in the 2D or plan view workspace, you can go there by clicking window here and then look for preference. And then you can now choose whether you use English or metric system. Again, I will choose plan view millimeters, then click OK. In SketchUp, there is a right way in drawing. In this rectangle, there is what we call the end point. There is also edge and also the face. You can move the endpoint like this, and then you can move the edge like this. You can move also the face like this. And also, there is a correct technique in using the mouse. In using the mouse, you have to practice the right way. For example, I will move again the endpoint, the edge, and then the face, using the correct way of clicking and dragging the mouse. When I move the endpoint, I will left click, then release, then drag the mouse, then left click, then release. When I move the edge, left click, release, drag the mouse, left click, then release. When I move the face also, left click, release, drag the mouse, left click, and release. In, in drawing, using the mouse is so very essential. For example, I will draw line. This time, I will go to the tools here, the drawing tools, or I will just type L for line. And then I will draw line now. Left click, release, then drag, left click, release, then drag, left click, release, then drag, then left click, release, then drag. To terminate the command, just press spacebar. And also, let's try rectangle. Go again to the drawing tools or just type R. Again, at the upper left corner, click, release, drag, click, release, then spacebar. Let's try the circle. You just type C or go to the tool drawing tool here. Click, release, then drag. How about R? Click, release, drag, click, release, then drag. And then also this 2 point, click, release, drag, click, release, then drag upward. Then spacebar to terminate. How about polygon? Click, release, then drag, click, release, then spacebar. Practice this technique so that you will be able to master using the mouse correctly. In SketchUp, individual geometry, when joined together or when edges meet at one point, they stick to one another. For example, I will move this and then putting the edge to this polygon, and then when I move this, the edge of the rectangle will stick to the edge of the polygon. See? They can't be separated once they meet at one point. And also with object overlap. For example, I'm going to move this object and put right here. And there is already an overlapping geometry. When I move the endpoint of the rectangle here, it now being stuck with the other geometry. When I move the face, it also becomes stuck with the other geometry. So, in SketchUp, it is very essential to group its geometry. While you start your geometry or when you draw separated geometry, it is very essential to group its geometry. To group geometries, for example, this rectangle, you just click it 3 times. Left click 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then putting the selection tool inside the object, you right click, then select make group. In this manner, this object is already a group object. And then also with this, triple click, 1, 2, 3, then putting the selection tool inside, right click, then make a group. Now, I will just move the group object, putting here, and try to move the endpoint. See, these objects will not stick to one another. So, in SketchUp, when you group a object and putting or placing into another object like this, they will not stick to one another. So, in SketchUp, you have to group early and you have to group often. Again, let's practice the move and let us master the move command. Again, another rectangle, and then moving the endpoint here, left click, release, drag, left click, release. And then the edge, left click, release, drag, left click, release. And then the face, left click, release, drag, left click, release. We can also move multiple edges. To move multiple edges, just click the edges of a geometry. For example, I will move these two edges by clicking the first edge and then press Shift to select the other edge. And then I will move now the endpoint. And see, multiple edges is moved. Next, I will show you now how to navigate like a professional in SketchUp. In SketchUp, you can zoom in and zoom out by rolling the center wheel of your mouse. Rolling uh, forward to zoom in and then rolling upward to zoom out. You can also use the zoom tool here. Just long press the left click, slide to the left and slide to the right. You can also use the zoom window here. Click here, then zoom. You can also use the extend zoom here to extend the drawn objects onto the limits of the drawing area. Click the zoom extend and automatically the object is zoomed out into the limits of the drawing area. We can also use pan to move the drawing area using the hand-like tool here. You click that and then you can move the drawing area. You can also use the shortcut command in panning the drawing area. You just click the wheel center of the mouse and then press shift all together and then you can move. And also you can orbit the drawing area. You just click the orbit tool and then you orbit your drawing area. Or you can use the shortcut by long pressing the center wheel of the mouse. And you can orbit the drawing area. Now, I will going to teach you the technique of orbiting your drawing or the drawing area into 360 degrees angle. To do that, you just press the center wheel and then slide the mouse forward to and fro, back and forth, just like this. Long press the center wheel and then move back and forth. And then in that manner, you can turn your uh, drawing area into 360 degrees. You can also rotate the drawing area by doing the same, by clicking on and off the center wheel and then sliding the mouse to and fro to the left and to the right. This has been the video tutorial for the first thing first on SketchUp, learning the right way. Thank you very much for watching. See you again for the next video.